what you can achieve? Or is this just the comfortable cage you've built for yourself because you are afraid of your own potential? Every single day, you make a choice. You either choose to step into your growth, or you choose to step back into your safety. But let me tell you a brutal truth that nobody wants to hear: safety is an illusion. Comfort is a slow poison. It kills dreams. It kills ambition. It kills the person you were destined to become. The world doesn't care about your excuses. The world doesn't care if you are tired. It doesn't care if you had a bad day, a bad year, or a bad life. The clock is ticking. Time is running out. While you are sitting there, waiting for the perfect moment, someone else is out there working. Someone with less talent, fewer resources, and bigger obstacles is out there making it happen. They are outworking you. Not because they are smarter, but because they made a decision. A decision to stop talking and start doing. Look in the mirror. That is your only competition. You are not fighting the world. You are fighting your own laziness. You are fighting your own doubts. You are fighting the voice inside your head that whispers, "Just 5 more minutes, we will start tomorrow, it's too hard." Tomorrow is a lie. Tomorrow is the graveyard of human potential. Success is not a lottery. It is not a miracle. It is a formula. It is the raw, unglamorous result of daily choices. We love to worship talent. We look at the greats. The millionaires, the athletes, the innovators, and we say, "Oh, they are just lucky. They were born with it." Do you know why we do that? We do it to comfort ourselves. We do it to excuse our own lack of effort. Because if they are just talented, then it's not our fault that we aren't successful, right? Wrong. Talent without discipline is nothing but wasted potential. Talent will get you in the room, but only grit, character, and relentless work ethic will keep you there. When talent sleeps, obsession works. When talent celebrates, obsession refines. Let me define grit for you. Grit is refusing to quit when your body is screaming for rest. Grit is showing up to the gym, to the desk, to the camera, when you have zero motivation. Motivation is a feeling, and feelings change like the weather. You cannot build a legacy on a feeling. You build a legacy on discipline. Discipline means doing what needs to be done, when it needs to be done, whether you feel like it or not. When you look at successful people, you only see the glory. You see the stage, the lights, the applause. But you didn't see the dark room. You didn't see the lonely hours at 4 a.m. You didn't see the rejections, the failures, the moments where they sat on the floor, put their head in their hands, and wept because everything was falling apart. But they didn't stay down. That is the secret. They got up. One more time. Every single time. Growth hurts. Change hurts. It is painful to cut off old habits. It is painful to let go of friends who no longer fit your future. It is painful to look at your bank account, your health, your life, and admit that you are failing. But do you know what hurts more? Regret. Regret is a heavy, crushing weight that sits on your chest at the end of your life. It is the terrifying realization that you had the time, you had the brain, you had the energy, but you chose to watch television instead. You chose to scroll through social media instead. You chose to live a small life because you were afraid of criticism. Choose your pain. You must choose either the pain of discipline or the pain of regret. The pain of discipline weighs ounces. The pain of regret weighs tons. When life hits you, and it will, do not ask, "Why me?" Ask, "What is this trying to teach me?" Every obstacle is a setup for a comeback. Every failure is a data point. It is feedback, not a final judgment. If you want what 99% of people don't have, you must be willing to do what 99% of people won't do. You must be willing to be misunderstood. You must be willing to walk alone for a while. The road to greatness is not a crowded highway. It is a lonely, steep mountain path. But the view from the top. It is worth every single tear. Trying to steal your attention. Everyone wants a piece of your time. If you want to win, you must become ruthlessly focused. You need to say no to good things so you can say yes to great things. Say no to the weekend parties that drain your energy. Say no to people who have no vision for their own lives, because their mediocrity is contagious. Be obsessed. Obsession is not a sickness, it is a prerequisite for greatness. People will call you crazy. They will tell you that you are working too hard, that you need to relax, that you need to be realistic. Realistic is the path to being average. Who decided what is realistic for you? Why should you accept their limits? Your life is your canvas. Do not let someone who cannot paint tell you how to use the brush. Focus on the process, not just the prize. Fall in love with the drudgery. Love the sweat. Love the boring days. Love the repetition. Because excellence is not a single act. It is a habit. You do not rise to the level of your goals, you fall to the level of your systems. What is your system today? What did you do in the last 24 hours to move the needle closer to your dream? If the answer is nothing, then stop complaining about your circumstances. You are exactly where your actions have put you. This is your moment. Right here. Right now. You cannot change your past. You cannot rewrite the chapters that have already been read. But you hold the pen for the next page. You decide how this story ends. Will it end with a sigh? With you saying, "I wish I had"? Or will it end with a roar? With you standing tall, looking back at your struggles, and saying, "I did it." It's time to wake up the giant inside you. It's time to stop apologizing for your ambition. It's time to step into the arena. Yes, you might get bloody. Yes, you might get knocked down. But a warrior who is bleeding in the arena is 1,000 times more honorable than the critic who sits in the stands and never tries. No more excuses. No more delays. No more self-doubt. When you feel like giving up, remember why you started. Remember the people who doubted you, prove them wrong. Remember the people who love you, prove them right. But most importantly, prove it to yourself. Stand up. Dust yourself off. Fix your gaze on the prize. The world is waiting for your story. Go out there, work in silence, and let your success be the noise. Be relentless. Be disciplined. Be unstoppable.